Hey guys, Gavin here, editor of Mopar Connection Magazine. I'm here going to do a quick walk around of Project N Thrash, but it's a little dirty, so I was going to do a quick wash. We're using some Meguiar's Ultimate Wash, and then their Hot Rims All-Wheel Cleaner. Really like that stuff, so going to do a quick wash, a little time lapse, and then we'll do a walk around and show you what's going on with the big Jeep. This is our 2013 Project N Thrash. We picked this up as a rebuild. It was wrecked. Tree fell on it and we rebuilt it. Put new fender, hood, some stuff on. We'll go over some of the individual parts here shortly, but it's been great. But we've had a lot of help from Extreme Terrain. They have worked with us getting a lot of the parts you see here on the Jeep to us. We've also had some help from Diode Dynamics and a few others here we'll go over. So let's jump into all the fun stuff that you see here on our Jeep. Let's go. So the outside, it's obviously we've been modified quite a bit. Right now it's at a 2-inch Synergy lift for the most part, which we've got all those parts through extremeterrain.com. They've been wonderful. Their site is awesome to work on. You type in the exact year, make, model of the Jeep, and they only list the parts that fit your Jeep. The Jeep thing was fairly new to us. We've had some Jeeps in the past, but the 4-door Wrangler this is our first one, and we've really gotten to like it. It rides fairly good for a Jeep, and the going back roads and blasting down some dirt roads and not worrying about your paint getting scratched up. On the front here we have a pair of the Diode Dynamics 3-inch pod lights. These throw a ton of light. Actually they throw more than these Hellas. They are a little more expensive, but they are very quality lights. They're well built. But yeah, these little guys actually light up better than these big 7-inch lights. So just the amount of the quality of the LEDs that Diode Dynamics uses, the way they package, the cooling, even their wiring and stuff it was great all the way around. The Hellas, don't get me wrong, these are great lights, but I was just amazed at the amount of light that these little things can do. We also have ditch lights. This is their combo beam. You can kind of see here on video that the bottom two are more of a floodlight and the top two are more of a spotlight, so you kind of get a dual beam pattern, which is great for lighting up kind of where our headlights cut off down the ditch. Where we live out in the country, there are a lot of deer, so that's been great. This is a Red Rock high lift jack, recovery jack. Luckily we've not had to use that, but it's great that we have it here. And then it's also Red Rock by Extreme Terrain hood mounts. It's just nice. It's up out of the way. It doesn't obstruct any type of view. And yeah, it's a great piece of equipment to have when you need it. The Smitty built door steps. These things have been great with a roof rack. They're kind of a simple bolt on. A lot of the Jeep stuff's fairly easy. We do have the Pioneer roof rack with Maximus 3 mounts, and then as you see up there, those are Red Rock recovery boards. Just in case. It's in Ohio. We're in the beginning of winter, so we're never know, snow, mud. It's a crazy time of year. Bumpers, we have ARB front and rear. They're stubby up front. They're a little stubby bumper. Let's see, we have a Warren winch underneath the cover, keep it covered up. It's synthetic line, so you want that synthetic line covered at all times. You don't want the sun to degrade the the polymers in the synthetic line. We have factor 55 winch hook. Let's see here, right now with the high clearance metal fenders, we are running 35-inch. These are winter wheels, so there's all terrain Yokohama. They are snow rated, so those have been good. Up front we have a Curry anti-rock front sway bar. That has been a huge upgrade. We don't have to worry about disconnecting a sway bar if we're going off-road or doing a little bit of trails. That thing stays connected, but yet it gives us a ton of articulation when we're on those trails, or even just potholes or gravel roads. It's a great upgrade to the ride. Underneath, kind of hard to see, we're running a Fox steering stabilizer, and then all Synergy steering, a lot beefier, 1-ton ends, really solidified our steering. And then over here you can see we have our B&M diff cover. Thing is very, very beefy. Don't have to worry about rocks or anything denting it or getting into the gears, so that's been good. One thing you guys might have seen, our Edelbrock Supercharger, the E-Force. This thing, don't mind the wiring spaghetti mess. We're tinkering with some different colorful lights, testing some different things out. But yeah, the Edelbrock Supercharger has been amazing. We really need to get the Jeep re-geared for the bigger tires, but having a Supercharger, we don't even notice that there's any loss in power. I mean, obviously we gained over 100 horse, so it's been great. We can pass people when we want, keep up with traffic on the highway, and we don't even hear it. We don't even know that it's really under the hood. It's super quiet, and the power delivery is just super linear. I mean, whether you're easy on the throttle or hard on the throttle, it's just, there's no big jump of power. It's easy if I'm trail riding, going slow at 20 miles an hour, or if I need to step on it to get around a person on the freeway. It's just been incredible. The installation, you can check out our article. It was super easy. It took us a few hours, but it was, it bolted on. The only modification I think we had was cutting off one little stud right here to clear the back of the supercharger. That has been an awesome upgrade. We absolutely love it. This is our daily driver. You know, this Jeep we drive on a daily. I mean, literally every day. Not a daily driver that sees the road once a week. We're taking kids to daycare, or running to the grocery, or just doing a lap around some of the back roads that we like to go, you know, sightsee, where we're constantly in the Jeep. So that supercharger's been, I was really skeptical on how it would work in the cold months. I know we installed it back in summer. It, you know, did fine during 80, 90 degree weather, high humidity, but I was kind of curious on how it would really, how the cold weather would affect it. You know, I know, you know, boosted applications like a little colder air, but having 30 degree, 20 degree, 10 degree mornings that we're firing this thing up and, you know, running down the road, it hasn't missed a beat. It really has not seen any performance difference. It feels the same as it did back in the summer. It's had no problem starting. I am overly impressed. It's really impressed me on how well the supercharger has worked with the 3.6 Pentastar V6. I mean, yeah, the guys at Edelbrock helped, you know, hooked us up with this, and it's been awesome. There's certain things that you put on, there's certain parts that we've gotten in the past, and certain things you do, and you like it, and you know, you're impressed, but the horsepower and the torque that has helped on the Jeep has just been tremendous. It's where actually these need to be. It really puts the power band and, you know, the numbers where we'd really like to see a Jeep at from the factory. These 3.6s, when you add big tires, you know, lift them, aerodynamics, if you put, you know, the roof rack, and you start adding all these things, a lot of weight, you know, you got metal fenders, metal bumpers, heavy winch, heavy rock sliders, all of that type of stuff starts weighing it down, and you need that extra horsepower. And actually, let's just do a startup. This has been sitting outside for I don't know, a couple hours now. You can see right here. Fires right up. No check engine lights. No miss.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. It'll definitely help us grow the channel. And if you want more awesome Mopar content, please visit us over at moparconnection.com, where new articles are written and published every day, entirely subscription free to you.